I'm Kim, and I have been vegan for 2.5 years, but whole food plant-based for about a year. I was really overweight, essentially my whole adult life. I always struggled with my weight. I come from a Italian family, so food was the center of everything. And there was no such thing as I'm full. It was just eat, 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 and then eat some more. So when I got into my 20s and my weight just kept going up, every time I would go to the doctor, it was, you need to lose weight and you're gaining a lot of weight. And then as it kept going up and I was getting a little older, doctors started saying, have you thought about gastric bypass? And I heard too many, there were people that had good results, but then there were people that didn't. And I just thought there has to be something else, but I didn't know what it was. So I would do other programs and I would reduce my fat intake or my carb intake and eat whatever was healthy in the news at the time. And I knew I had to make a change. When I got into my 40s, that's when the numbers really started going up. My sugar was going up, my blood pressure was going up, and my doctor kept saying, get your blood pressure down or you're going to be on medication. And then I ended up on medication, but it wasn't enough to scare me to really make a good change. I didn't know how to eat the right way to not gain weight, to not be unhealthy, to not do what was right for my body. I had a health crisis. I went into AFib just 2 days before my 50th birthday. Atrial fibrillation, so your heart rhythm is not normal and blood can clot and you can have a stroke. Dr. Weiss is like no other doctor I've ever met. Finding Dr. Weiss and his team was literally life-changing and life-saving. When you talk to him, he really knows what he's saying. And he believes in what he's saying because he's researched it and studied it. So it's not, well, let's try this or try that and see how it works for you. It's, this is what we're gonna do. And you're gonna be able to most likely get off your medication. He gives you so much information, and not just that day. He follows up with you. So after my first visit, he gave me homework. He gave me books to read, or articles to read on the internet, videos to watch on the internet, and he sends you the links. So it's not just, okay, I didn't have to even write half this stuff down. When I was like, let me write this down. He goes, no, we'll send it to you. And they did. And they came up with a food plan for me. I did the 30-day detox. But just to go into his office after that first visit and feel like, oh my God, I can do this. I can get better. It was just unbelievable to me that all the time that I thought food was my enemy, food was actually my friend, and it was going to be my cure. The 30-day detox, the first week, it was a little scary because I didn't know what to expect. He said, you're probably going to be off your medication. Call your other doctors and tell them to take you off, and they were hesitant. So it was a lot of greens, a lot of kale, a lot of arugula. Flaxseed was my fat, no oils. It was a very basic diet, not even a diet, just a very basic lifestyle. And that was the key. It wasn't another diet. It was a complete lifestyle change. So it's not, okay, you're gonna eat this and then we're gonna throw you to the wolves and you have to figure it out after the weight loss. It was, this is how you're going to eat for 30 days. And then after that 30 days, we're gonna guide you back to other foods so that you can maintain and continue on this journey, but you're not alone. And we're gonna teach you and give you the tools to be able to do that and stay focused and not have to count points or count calories or think about an overabundance of choices. Made it really easy. They taught us about mindfulness, about meditation and how important it was. So it was not just about food, it was a whole process of mind, body, and spirit, of really reconnecting to yourself. So it wasn't just about eating, it was about everything tied together. The detox, I think in 30 days, I lost around 16 to 20 pounds. And then it wasn't just the pounds, it was the inches. So it was really like shedding dead skin. And then after the detox, I started the year of mindful living. And the weight just fell off. I would go to my other doctors for blood pressure checks, and they would go, "Oh my God, what are you doing? How are you doing this?" But to see the weight loss was unbelievable. They couldn't believe it. And my one son isn't home all the time. So every time he would come home, he would go, "It's like seeing a different person, Mom. I can't believe it's you." So it kept me motivated. And then coming to Dr. Weiss for my check-ins, I would get on the scale and he would go, "I can't believe it, you're setting another record. It's unbelievable." And not only does it change your physical being, it changes your emotional being, it changes all your numbers. My cholesterol was coming down, my sugars were changing. To see all those numbers change and to see the weight loss change. And when I would hit a milestone, like 20 pounds, 25 pounds, 30 pounds, 50 pounds, I would cry. I would come to the office and cry because I couldn't believe that I was doing this. And people will ask me, "Did you have the surgery? I know you thought about it. Did you have it?" No, I didn't have the surgery. "What? You didn't have surgery and you lost that kind of weight?" So it's incredible. It's amazing to come to a doctor and feel excited and not be afraid to get on the scale, not to hear what the results are going to be from my blood work and to go, "Here, take my blood pressure. I'm excited to take my blood pressure because I know it's normal. I know my heart rate is normal now." It's amazing. Now when we have holidays, and I was always known for an overabundance of food at the holidays and sending home lots of food with the family. And I'm like, "You want turkey, you got to bring your own turkey and it has to be cooked. I'm not cooking it." And they're like, "You know what? We're going to trust you. We're going to trust you. We're going to see what you come up with." And everybody's like, "I can't believe that you're cooking without those ingredients. And this is all just whole food, plant-based, and this is what you're eating, and you look the way you do, and this tastes good. What are you making? Can you send us some recipes? Can you provide us some links? Because we want to do this." It's incredible to see family members that were like me, eating all the wrong things, going, "Hey, maybe I can do this too. Maybe I can eat this way too. It's not as bad as I thought. It's not as extreme as I thought. This is kind of fun." So it inspires me to want to do even more, like take a plant-based cooking class and be able to pass that on to somebody else and show them there is another way. And it's not a fad. It's not, you know, just another thing in the news that they're talking about. This is something you can do for the rest of your life. I will never, with 100% certainty, I will never eat meat again. I will never eat dairy again. And salt, oil, and sugar can say bye-bye, hit the road, I'm done. They are never going to be on my plate again.